Okay, like school students, welcome back. We're on question number 4 on speaking for the official guide to new TOEFL iBT from ETS. Okay, on this question, okay, there are two parts. First, reading, and next, listening. In the reading, it basically talks about, or it defines, the term that's going to be used in the lecture. Okay, and in the lecture, the professor actually talks about briefly what he's going to cover. Okay, and based on that, you need to answer the question. Okay, this is academic question. Okay, academic lecture question. Okay, let's go over the question first. Here we go. The professor describes the behavior of horses and antelope in herds. Okay. Explain how their behavior is related to their suitability for domestication. Okay, so for this problem, you first need to define what animal domestication is. So that was actually covered in the reading. Okay, animal domestication. Domestication means being able to be tamed. Okay, live with humans. Okay, follow directions from humans. Okay, and so live in the farm, right? Okay, and follow orders. Okay. Such as like dogs and cats, horses that are, they can be domesticated. Okay, so one example that the professor actually talks about in the listening is about horses, and we are going to go over in detail once we actually reach that page. Okay, all right. And in the reading, it also talks about two indications to find out whether certain animals are suitable for domestication. Okay, so first one is how, you need to know how territorial they are. Territorial means that, if other animals comes into that territory, are they willing to fight against them, or do they live, friendly with them, okay? Not caring about that, okay? So if they are non-territorial, which means they're easy to be domesticated, okay? Next, you need to know whether they have some form of hierarchical social structure or not. Okay? If they do, then it is easy for them to be domesticated, because all you need to do is, tame the leader, and others would actually follow. Okay? So herd members follow a leader, so humans can be a leader to them as well. Okay? So that was what's in the reading. Okay? So let's go over the listening now. From the listening, basically, professor talks about two types of animals. Okay, one was horse, and the other is antelope. Okay, all right. For the case of horse, professor actually says, they are suitable for domestication, and there are reasons why. First, he actually says, they tend to live together in herds. Okay. So they actually follow hierarchy. Okay, they have one leader, in this case mostly one male, and several females underneath it following, and also her children, as follows. Okay, so they have some form of hierarchy. So they actually follow, and live together. Okay, and next, they're non-territorial, meaning that different herds, when they're in the same environment, they don't tend to fight with one another. They tend to live, together. So meaning that it is, these two reasons, upon these two reasons, they're easy to be domesticated. Okay? Let's take a look at the other type of animal. Okay? Okay, next one was antelopes, right? Okay? And professor concludes that they're not suitable for domestication. Okay? And there are two reasons why. And it is opposite to the horse, okay? Horses. And, these animals fight one another whenever different males actually enter into its territory, okay? So they like to fight, okay? To keep their territory intact, okay? Especially in breeding seasons too, okay? All right. And They don't have social hierarchy, meaning that they don't follow any leader. Okay, they're on their own basically. Okay, so because of their characteristics, this characteristics, it is hard for humans to control them. Okay. All right. So for this question, okay, you need to talk about two types of animals that professor actually discussed. Okay, one was horse and the other one was antelope, right? And based on that, you need to talk about what are some of the the characteristics that it has, okay, that allows them to be listed as the animals that can be domesticated or not. Okay, so in this case, they have sense of hierarchy, or they actually they're non-territorial. That means that they can actually be domesticated. But if they don't have sense of hierarchy and they're territorial, means that it is hard for them to be domesticated. Okay, so you need to list those things. Okay, make sure to go over the notes for this question, and also listen to my video once more and look at it once more. And then based on that, you probably want to generate your version of the answer for this question. And be sure to go over it very thoroughly before recording, and then try recording it and then sending it to the teacher to get some evaluations done. Okay, let's move on to the next question, question number 5.